Hello guys, it's E.K.J and welcome guys to another video, and today we obviously gonna talk about the Champions League round of 16 first legs, and we had 4 matchups last week, we had 4 matchups this week. But before we gonna start this review, I want to talk about my health a bit. So I'm a bit sick, and I actually feel very bad, but now I'm feeling a lot better because this is the second week as I'm sick. But now I feel a lot better. So now I'm able to at least record videos, and my voice could sound very bad, so sorry for that guys. So hopefully that's still okay, and I will recover soon. So that, and plus now I just created another channel where I'm working on it as well, and I will post Metro Exodus, a new game, and also I will post Far Cry New Dawn. So if you guys are interested in that, so I will give you a link. The link will be in the description down below. So now we can talk about the Champions League first legs. So we had 4 matchups last week. So we had MU against PSG, we had Roma against Porto, we have Tottenham against Borussia Dortmund, and we have Ajax against Real Madrid. It was a very interesting game, especially MU against PSG. Even though MU, they just dominated Paris Saint-Germain in the first half, but then they just kind of lost the control. They lost the momentum of the game, and they conceded 2 goals in the second half. I believe, and Kimpembe and Kylian Mbappe scored, and Kimpembe, a center back, and Mbappe, a right winger, they scored 2 goals, and it is actually a disaster for MU and for their fans, because they thought that they can win this game, and they might through, because they were they had an amazing form. They were on amazing form right now, and they won so many games, and now they just lost to PSG 2-0. But I think losing at home is still not a disaster. They still might. I think it will be an amazing fight in Paris. After, I believe, next week they're playing. So I believe they're playing next week and in Paris. So it should be a quite interesting game. But I think that they're not gonna go through, because Edinson Cavani and Neymar, they will be back for this game against MU. So I think it is going to be impossible for MU to go through and to beat PSG away from home. And plus they scored 2 goals, and MU, they have 0 goals. So it is actually insane how bad they played at home. I don't even know why they played so bad, even though they had an amazing lineup. But now let's move on. So then we have Roma against FC Porto. These two teams are very similar. Their playing level is similar, and Roma just won this game against Porto 2-1. And Zaniolo, I believe, a youngster, scored 2 goals. He scored twice, and Porto, they scored not an equalizer. They scored that only goal, and I think this goal helps them a lot, because now they're gonna play at home, and it gives them a cushion when they're gonna play at home, because now they have a lot higher chances to go through to the next round, because they only gotta score 1 goal at home, and that's it. So, and we all know how tough is when you're playing in Portugal. So it is always a very amazing atmosphere, and it's always fans are ferocious, they're fearless, and it is going to be very, very tough for Roma to win, or to just go through to the next round. But we'll see how it goes for them. And then we have 2 more matchups. Then we have 4 more. But now I'm talking about Tottenham against Borussia. So it is simple as that. I think everyone knew what's gonna happen, because Tottenham is just an amazing team, and they played at home, and I knew that they gonna destroy Borussia, because they played without Marco Reus. He's their captain, and obviously it is we all know that they can play without Marco Reus, but this time it was just impossible to win against Tottenham, because they just dominated them completely. And I believe Marco Llorente scored, Vertonghen, and Heung-min Son is just an amazing player. And he's just a clinical finisher. Just give him a second, and he will just score. It is just an amazing player. Even though Harry Kane and Dele Alli, they're not playing because they're injured, but all these other players did an amazing job. And I think, especially, I believe Harry Winks played in this game as well, and he's just so good, and he's a very good youngster, and they have a very good talent in their squad. Moving on, we have Real Madrid and against Ajax. This game, I actually supported Ajax, because Ajax is a very nice club, and I obviously I'm a Barcelona fan, so I hate Real Madrid. And they lost at home 1-2, even though they scored a goal, but then their goal was disallowed because it was an offside. But it doesn't make sense, because it was a very good goal, and I think it was legal. So they should have they should have allowed the goal, and it would have been a lot better, because now it would have been, the result would have been 2-2, and it would be so interesting to watch that second leg. But now they lost at home 1-2, so that means that they gotta score at least 2 goals away from home. And I think it is impossible for Ajax, but we all know how Real Madrid is playing lately, and they lost to Girona at home 1-2. So I think it is possible for Ajax to beat Real Madrid and at least go to extra time. So because their team is very young, I think they have potential to win this game against Real Madrid. So it is going to be very interesting. And so this week we had 4 more matchups in the Champions League first leg. So we had Lyon against Barca, Liverpool against Bayern. We had Atletico Madrid against Juventus, and City against Schalke. So Lyon Barcelona is 0-0, a pretty boring game. Messi had a lot of chances, but he just couldn't score. And Lyon, I believe they played without Nabil Fekir, but now Fekir will be back for that game against Barcelona when they're gonna play away from home. So it is probably going to be very, very interesting, because all Lyon fans are probably hyped because Fekir will be back, and they might. I generally think that they might win that game against Barcelona, even though they're gonna play away from home, because Barca is struggling so much, and they're only winning at home against Valladolid 1-0. So it just doesn't make sense. One mistake and that's it, So I think it is a very, very interesting game. And Liverpool against Bayern, same thing, Liverpool, they just couldn't score. Bayern had a lot of chances as well, but now Bayern will play at home, and I think Liverpool might drop out of this competition because Bayern will play at home, and it is very tough to play in Allianz Arena. But I think that Liverpool, if they will play good football, and if Van Dijk will be back, I think we have a chance to go through to the next round, and I'm supporting Liverpool. Then moving on, yesterday we had 2 matchups, Atletico against Juventus. So Atletico, they scored 2 goals in the second half, and that helped them to go through to the next, not to the next round. It helped them to score 2 goals, and now they have a 2-goal cushion going into that second game against Juventus, and Juventus will be very mad, and they will probably gonna score a lot of goals at home. But I actually don't know, because Atletico Madrid, their defense is something special, and I think it is going to be very, very tough for them to break Juventus. But I think Juventus might score 2 goals, and I think this game could go to the extra time, and Ronaldo, I believe, will be very furious, and he will be merciless, a ferocious player. He will probably gonna score a lot of goals, but we'll see how it goes. But I think Juventus might go through. They still have a chance. And the last matchup, Schalke against Man City. I'm very disappointed for Schalke because they should have won this game. They were leading 2-1, and then Leroy Sané with an amazing free kick, and then Raheem Sterling with an insane speedy goal, I should say. And Ederson Moraes, a goalkeeper from City, he just made an incredible pass to Raheem Sterling, and it feels like we are watching American football again, and that pass was something insane. And they just scored that third one, and Ralph Furman, their goalkeeper, a German beast, he couldn't do anything because it was impossible, because he was one-on-one against Raheem Sterling. And Raheem Sterling, he is an amazing winger, and he will score these ones because it is very easy for him to score these ones, this type of goals. And so now I will give you guys my favorite teams, and I will tell you which teams, in my opinion, will go through to the next round. So the first matchups, MU against Paris Saint-Germain. I think that Paris Saint-Germain will go through. Then we have Rome against Porto. I think Porto will go through. Then we have Tottenham against Borussia. So I think Tottenham will go to the next round as well. Real Madrid will probably gonna go through, even though it is a very questionable matchup. But I think Ajax might do something insane in this game, but the possibility of this happening is very low. So I think Real Madrid will go through. Barca, I believe it's same with Ajax and Real Madrid. I think Barca will go through, but Lyon, they have a chance. They at least have a chance. Liverpool against Bayern. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm gonna say Liverpool because I want them to go through to the next round, because it would be so good, and beating Bayern Munich will prove everyone wrong. So I'm saying Liverpool. And then Atletico against Juventus. I think Juventus, I actually have to say Atletico, because they played so good last night, and I think they will go through to the next round, because Juventus, they played very bad football. As I know that they're gonna play at home, and it's very, and when they're playing at home, they can beat everyone, yes, but I think that Atletico, and they scored 2 goals. They did a very good job, and their defenses, as I said before, their defenses is amazing. So I think it is going to be very, very tough for Juventus to break through that defense, even though they're playing at home, even though they're gonna play at home. So I'm saying that Atletico will go to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and the last matchup, Schalke against City. It is very obvious. City will go through because they're gonna play at home, and Schalke needs to score 2 goals, because if they're gonna score one, it's still not enough, because City scored 3 away goals, so it is actually very, very bad for them, and I'm disappointed about this matchup so much, because I supported Schalke, but they lost, and yeah, happened what happened. You know, you can't change anything, you can't change the results. Today we have, I believe, Europa League second legs. I'm not gonna talk about Europa League because this league is a bit lower than the Champions League. And if you guys want me to do a Europa League review video, I will make the video, because it is simple for me to make these videos. I just need to talk about all the matchups, all the results, all the players. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are back. Hopefully you guys are happy that I'm finally back after my after being absent for 1.5 weeks. So I'm very happy that I can finally make videos, that I can finally talk, and so hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, guys, and I will see you guys in the next videos very soon. So peace.